Guys, welcome to another video. In this video right here, I want to talk about mindset. Of course, mindset, specifically how to build a growth mindset. Obviously, guys, this is a process. It's going to take time, a lot of energy, and it's going to require us to face some fears and obstacles, but I promise you it's worth it, okay? Once your brain has been retrained, you will be able to believe in yourself. You will be able to actually start executing on your dreams and your goals and your ambitions. You will do well with criticism, and you will just grow as a person, as a sibling, father, son, whatever the case may be. I know that sounds appealing to a lot of you guys. I've been in that position. So where do we start? Number one, taking total ownership of your life. Look, I get it. Life isn't easy. Maybe it's even hard. It's what you make of it, really, but it can be challenging. And it's really difficult for us to really be able to look at ourselves and say, I am 100,000% in control of everything in my life. My life today, my life is the outcome of all the decisions I've made in my life. It wasn't bad luck. It's not the system. No one's out to get me. I'm not a victim of circumstance. I am fully in control. That's tough for us to do. We can always make a different decision and get a different outcome. Once we accept that, our minds will start working differently. It's as simple as that. It will start investing massive energy and looking for solutions and looking for a better path out of your hardship, out of your current situation. Remember that. It's easier for us to just accept, though, much easier, to just accept that we're a victim, that these things are happening to us no matter what we do. It allows us to give away the power, and suddenly we don't feel responsible anymore for all the pain and misery that we have. And don't do that. Stay in charge. You are in total control. Remember, action cures everything. It's one of the core beliefs. If we want to get anywhere in life, we cannot give away our power, and we cannot go through life thinking that we're at the mercy of others. All right? Now, on to the next thing. Number two, watch what you build your self-esteem around. Now, on the surface level, it might feel like self-esteem is something that we build around the things that we are good at. In reality, that's not the case. Let's take me, for example, really quick. I valued being good, being right, and being smart. That was my thing. I valued those things, and unfortunately, as you can imagine, I wasn't always right. I wasn't always great, and I sure as hell wasn't always the smartest guy. I built my self-esteem around it, and a self-esteem that's really, really fragile, as Nassim Taleb would call it. You don't want to be fragile. So every time I messed up, I did something bad, or I lost, I'd be in pain. And I know there's others out there just like me. So if you find yourself constantly stuck in a comfort zone, not wanting to switch jobs, not trying new things, it's because your self-esteem and your ego are tied to really fragile values. You want to hold on to it. You want to always feel good and comfortable and safe. But your life will get harder and harder and smaller, and you'll start disliking everything. All because you just want to feel good really quick. That quick fix of feeling good is not worth you giving up on your potential. Please. Too many of us race through everything just trying to feel good. Build your self-esteem around something non-fragile, anti-fragile. And the third point is actually related to that. Number three, become the learner. If we try to find anti-fragile values or principles to build our self-esteem around and our identity around, you'll notice that most things are actually really fragile. That's not what you want. So when I read Nassim Taleb's book, The Anti-Fragile, I came to understand that something is anti-fragile when it actually becomes stronger when you attack it. And the only thing that one can come up with is the pursuit of becoming the learner. This is really, 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 really important, guys, because if you build your identity around being a learner, he can approach any issue, any problem, any attack, and he will just sit there and try to understand, gather more information, and learn. And he will get stronger and stronger because it's anti-fragile. And now that you've connected your ego to being a learner, for example, me, whenever I get harsh criticism, like someone says, man, what you said here was really stupid, I'm sitting there like, do tell me more, because I genuinely want to know. I want to get better. I want to improve who I am. I want to grow. So every time something stings, something that hurts your inner ego, just tell yourself, hey, let me use this information. And through practice, disciplined practice, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to keep improving. You're going to tell yourself, let's go. So guys, please, if you take one thing away from this video, I want it to be that you need to build your identity around being a learner. Value learning above all else. That's the most important thing in this video. When you don't know something, I want your first reaction to be, I want to learn and move towards it rather than being scared and running away from it, okay? That's the main thing in this video. Keep that in mind. Number 4, repeat the core beliefs. They're up in the Facebook group. Go check them out again because you're going to need them. It's going to take time, effort, discipline, energy, everything to become that learner. So repeat them, visualize them, the core beliefs of the growth mindset. Check them out again and again, especially when you're struggling, okay? Number 5, praise the process. I want you to stop caring when people say, oh my God, you're so good, you're so smart, you're so driven, and on and on. We've talked about this before. Keep the power of judgment within yourself. It's not important. That's just giving you short-term dopamine hits. It will not get you where you want to get. Go find a really overwhelming, super ambitious goal, approach it with a learner mindset, and break it up into really small, actionable single steps, not big, giant blocks of work, because you will get overwhelmed. Give yourself praise and credit for every little step that you achieve along the way. Give yourself some praise. And you have to enjoy this journey. Even if you don't get the outcome that you had wished for, you still have to love the process and appreciate the fact that you have just learned all these new things that you didn't know before, because it will lead you in the long run to success and to winning. I promise you. I promise. Just stay the course. Number 6, kick yourself in the ass. Now, please take this with a grain of salt. If you're somebody that deals with issues around self-punishment or depression, please, this is not a good strategy for you. But for everyone else, it's really important to not only give yourself praise, but also to hold yourself accountable. If you give your word to yourself, if you tell yourself, I'm going to do this today, or to others, and you don't, you need to self-punish. Not in this destructive or diminishing way. Never that. I never want you to be self-destructive or self-diminishing. But maybe you don't get to do the movie session or game or go to the fancy dinner. Just have a healthy reward to punishment system. And number 7, guys, keep your circle tight. It's the last one. Keep your circle tight. This is something that we all know already. I just wanted to highlight it again because it's really important. And as I've changed over the past year or 2 years, you notice. So choose that circle very carefully. Of the 5 people that you spend most time with, their attitudes, their beliefs of the world, their overall energy, they should be fueling your growth, not stalling it. Keep that in mind. Okay? All right? I just want you all to win. Honestly and desperately, I want you all to win. I feel like every single one of you guys has amazing and unique talents, but we're choosing not to share them with the world. So let's start winning, guys. I hope some of these points resonated with you and you found something of value. If so, tell your friends about it. And do let me know in the comments below if you want to dive deeper on any of this. I'm out here just helping, serving, trying to push people to be unstoppable. I appreciate all of you, and please remember to always enjoy the journey, not just the outcome. Peace.